So it now looks like that finally the Viktor Gyökeres to Arsenal deal is going to reach its conclusion. All the terms have been agreed, everything's in place. Apparently the here we go is going to be coming in the next day or two. Failing a medical, he's going to be an Arsenal player. And I'm over the fucking moon. This is going to be finally done and dusted. And Arsenal are finally going to get the striker that we have sorely missed the last 3 seasons. A striker that if we had the last 3 seasons that we finished runners up, we could have quite possibly won the league 3 times running. So we're finally going to get our man. And you know, there's a lot of negativity as well over this signing. A lot of the haters have been coming out the woodwork and saying Gyökeres ain't going to do fuck all. He ain't going to do nothing for Arsenal. He's only played in the Portuguese league. He's only got all them goals because he played there. But there's a hell of a lot of world-class players that have come out of the Portuguese league and gone on and done well in the Premier League. I know there's been some players that, you know, have not really cut the mustard. We look at Darwin Núñez, you know, not great. Everything else about his game for a striker is decent, but not being able to finish is what's tarnished his game since he's been at Liverpool. But I'm not even thinking about that. Gyökeres can finish. The haters are saying he can't score goals with his head. I don't care about that. He can finish goals with his left foot and right foot. He plays in the box. He's what Arsenal have been missing. And I think it's going to pop. I really do. Now, the Noni Madueke deal, there's a lot of negativity around that. I mean, I've been negative about it myself. But listen, it's time to just move on from that. And, right, all right, he's going to be a backup for Saka. Ethan Emmanuel, I was scared of him, you know, getting his nose out of joint, and I think I'm saying that he's already a ready-made replacement or backup for Saka if anything happens to Saka, like a suspension or an injury or anything like that. But this Noni Madueke deal, we've got to accept it now. It's done. He's got his medical. I think he's passed his medical. It's just going to be imminently announced about his arrival, and you know, you're going to see him signing a contract. It's definitely going to happen, so we have to accept it and we have to see what happens with that one. I mean, I've been looking into that deal as well. I've been looking at all, you know, other people's opinions and that, and it is split. It's more gone to the side of we don't want him, mainly because he's a Chelsea player and Chelsea have decided to sell him and they've got a few quid for him. You know, this is the stigma that's attached to the deal, that it's another Chelsea player that we're getting. If he'd have come from another club, I don't think, in all honesty, that there would have been so much negative reactions to this, including myself. I was more worried about giving Chelsea the 55 million, whatever the transfer fee is. I'm more worried about giving Chelsea the money. I'm more worried about that. I've watched loads of statisticians, I said it before on the show, and they look pretty decent. His ball carrying into the box is third in the league. So, you know, he's progressive pass, all these stats. I mean, I'm not a statistician. I don't really take much notice of things like that. I use my eyes, and the amount of times I've seen him play, you know, it's only been 1 or 2, maybe even 3 times I might have seen him play. I think I see him play for England once. He had, he done all right, but I'm not blown away by the player, and this is what probably was my problem with it, because I want to be blown away by this. I'm blown away by the Gyökeres one. I'm blown away by it. 97 goals in 102 games out in Portugal, and then people were saying, yeah, man, it's that league, all comps don't matter, this, that. It does matter. It does matter. There's a player that can finish his dinner. There's a player there that can get on the end of some of them balls that Havertz missed. There's a player there that can go through one-on-one with the keeper and probably bury the goals that Martinelli's missed. This is what I'm interested in. This is what I've always wanted, is a player, a striker that can finish his dinner. And since Aubameyang, we've not had one, and you know, even in the last season of Aubameyang's career at Arsenal, he was played out of position a lot. He was played out on the left, sometimes even like a left wing back. I couldn't get on board with it. I couldn't get on board with it. And, you know, there was an issue there with Arteta. And obviously he left the club and we never replaced him. We never replaced him. We got Jesus from Man City. He come out himself and said, I'm not really a prolific goal scorer. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? We still never got that number 9 that we really, really need. And we've got him finally. Haters are going to hate. They're going to hate. They're going to tell us he don't score goals with his head. It's only been in the Portuguese league. There's a lot of players that have smashed it. As I said earlier, there's a lot of players that have smashed it in the Premier League coming from the Portuguese league, like Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo. Both come from Sporting. You've got Ruben Diaz and Bernardo Silva. Sorry, I knocked the camera there. Bernardo Silva. They both, I think they come through, they was at Benfica before they was, I think it was in France somewhere, Monaco, I think, before they come to the Premier League. But in all honesty, listen, this player, Gyökeres, is what we're screaming out for. What we're screaming out for. Now, the interest is now focusing back over towards Ebenezer Eze from Palace or Rodrigo from Real Madrid. One of them would do. It's, you know, probably unfeasible for us if we're going to go and get both of them players. I can't see that happening. But get one of them players, and I think the window will then go up, in my estimation, along with Maresca coming in, he's passed his medical. Zubimendi coming in. The backup keeper, Kepa, another Chelsea fucking player. I know, it's mad, isn't it? The relationship with Chelsea is fucking mad. I've got to say that. But anyway, we move on and we go and get another player for that attacking midfield role or the left wing. And the window, in my opinion, to go right up to a 9 out of 10 window. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Stick a like on the video and I'll see you soon.